Welcome to Flower Care. Today, I will share with you the secret to reviving a seemingly dead orchid, helping it regain its vitality and bloom brilliantly again. As you can see, this orchid is in a state of exhaustion. The leaves are wilted, the roots are dry and hard, and floating above the substrate. The whole plant is almost lifeless. If not handled properly and promptly, in a short time, the plant will completely weaken and die. So, in this video, I will give you detailed step-by-step instructions to help you save your orchid from the death door to become strong and full of life again. First, we will check the growing medium. This is a very important step because the growing medium is where the roots live, like the house of the orchid. We can see that the growing medium has been infected with mold. Tiny black spots appear on the root bundles, a clear sign of fungal attack. If not removed promptly, the fungus will spread rapidly, causing the entire root to rot, and the plant will be almost unable to recover. Since the growing medium and roots are too heavily moldy and cannot be restored, I will proceed to cut and separate the stems and leaves from the growing medium. This will not only help remove all the damaged roots, but also prevent the fungus from spreading to the stems and leaves. Next, we will cut off the roots that have dried up or are no longer vital. These roots will no longer be able to absorb water or nutrients, but instead, they will consume the plant's energy, slowing down the recovery process. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons to support me, and don't miss any useful orchid care tips. I am happy to accompany you on your journey to nurture and conquer the beauty of orchid pots. By removing the weak roots, the plant will focus all its nutrients on the young roots that are forming, helping the recovery process to take place faster and more effectively. If we look closely, we can see that this leaf has started to turn yellow and has black rot at the base. Therefore, we need to cut this leaf off immediately. This is a sign that the leaf has been infected with fungus or bacteria. If left for a long time, the disease can spread to other leaves and the stem. The parts of the tree trunk that have rotted and lost vitality also need to be completely cut off. These areas are the breeding grounds for fungi and bacteria. If not treated thoroughly, they will gradually spread to the healthy trunk, making it difficult for the tree to revive. Cut until the inner tissue is still fresh, bright in color, and has no signs of blackening. This helps the trunk to be more airy, increases the ability to breathe and regenerate new cells. Next, we will clean the entire plant with clean water. After removing rotten roots, damaged leaves, and diseased tissues, washing is extremely important to completely remove dirt, mold, and remaining pathogens on the stem. Use a water hose with light pressure. Wash evenly around the stem and base. Note that you should not spray too hard, as it can damage the young tissue or healthy roots. This step also helps the leaves of the plant to be cleaner and more airy, helping the plant photosynthesize better during the recovery process. After cleaning, we will use a clean and soft towel to dry the entire orchid stem. The purpose is to completely remove any remaining water droplets on the surface of the stem and between the leaves, because stagnant water is an ideal environment for fungi and bacteria to grow. Wipe gently, avoiding scratching the young tissue or breaking the remaining roots. You can place the plant in a dry, airy place with a light breeze for a short period of time to let the plant air out completely before moving on to the disinfection stage. Next, I prepare a liter of clean water. This will be the base solution for us to mix the disinfectant for the orchid. The ingredient I use to disinfect orchids is baking soda. This is a very safe, easy-to-find ingredient and is especially effective in inhibiting mold and bacteria without harming plant tissue. I use 1 teaspoon of baking soda, dissolved in 1 liter of clean water that we prepared earlier. Then, stir well until the baking soda powder is completely dissolved in the water. Once the solution has dissolved, let it rest for about 15 minutes before using. After 15 minutes, the baking soda solution has stabilized and is ready to use. At this point, we will soak the entire orchid in this solution for about 30 minutes, so that the solution can penetrate deeply and destroy all the remaining fungi and bacteria on the orchid. Next, we will prepare the natural fertilizer to care for the orchid. The first ingredient I use is bananas. Next, we will peel the banana peel. Many people often throw away banana peels after eating, but in fact, this is a great source of nutrients for orchids. Banana peels contain a lot of potassium, phosphorus, calcium, and a small amount of magnesium. These substances help the plant recover quickly, stimulate strong root growth, and support the formation of flower buds. Next, I will cut the banana peel into small pieces. Cutting it like this will help the nutrients inside the banana peel to be released more easily during processing. When substances such as potassium, phosphorus, and calcium are released evenly, the absorption efficiency of the orchid will be many times higher. Next, we will put all the chopped banana peels into a clean jar. Using a clean jar is very important because during the incubation process, even a little bit of bacteria can spoil the extract solution. The next ingredient I use is rice. Rice is a natural source of starch and vitamin B that helps the roots grow strong. The leaves are green and shiny and increases the plant's resistance. I put about 3 tablespoons of rice in the same jar with the banana peels. Next, I will add about 1 liter of clean water, equivalent to 2 cups of water. This amount of water is just enough to extract the nutrients from the rice and banana peels, helping to create a solution rich in natural minerals, which is very good for the orchid's recovery process. After adding the water, stir the mixture well so that the rice and banana peels are completely soaked in water, helping the nutrient extraction process to take place more quickly and evenly. Once stirred, close the lid of the jar and let it sit for about 30 minutes before using. After 30 minutes of soaking in the antiseptic solution, we will gently lift the orchid out. Next, place the plant in a cool place to give it time to rest and stabilize before we proceed to care for it with natural fertilizer. At the same time, the minerals, vitamins, and enzymes in the rice and banana peel gradually dissolve into the water, forming a natural, gentle, and energetic nutrient solution. This solution not only provides essential nutrients for the orchid, but also stimulates the growth of young roots, helping the plant recover quickly after the sterilization stage. Next, we will filter out the residue to obtain a smoother and clearer solution. The solution obtained after filtering is a valuable source of natural nutrients, full of minerals, vitamins, and beneficial enzymes to help the orchid recover quickly, stimulate root growth, and nourish healthy green leaves. At this point, the solution is ready to use for orchid care. First, I will use a soft, clean cotton pad. Soak it in the nutrient solution and gently wipe it on both sides of the orchid leaves. Wiping the leaves not only helps remove dirt and mold, but also helps the plant absorb essential nutrients directly through the leaf surface. This is the fastest way to provide nutrients, especially useful for weak orchids that do not have strong roots to absorb nutrients from the substrate. After wiping the leaves, we will continue to soak the entire orchid root in this nutrient solution for about 30 minutes. A sufficient soaking time will help the minerals, vitamins, and enzymes penetrate deep into the root tissue, thereby stimulating young roots to grow strongly, restoring vitality to the plant. After 30 minutes of soaking, we will gently lift the orchid out of the nutrient solution. At this point, the plant has absorbed the necessary amount of nutrients for the recovery process. You will see that the stem of the plant is fresher, the roots become softer, and have better elasticity than before. In particular, the stomata on the roots have begun to open. This is a very good sign, showing that the plant is ready to enter a new growth phase. Before replanting the orchid in a new substrate, I will use pure cinnamon powder to apply to all the cuts on the stem and roots of the plant. Cinnamon powder has very strong natural antibacterial and antifungal properties, helping to prevent fungal diseases from entering through open wounds, while also helping the cut dry quickly and heal the scar tissue. What country are you watching this video from? Let me know in the comments below. It's great to be able to connect and share our passion for orchids from all over the world. After disinfecting and applying cinnamon powder, I will place the orchid in a dry, cool place, away from direct sunlight, and let the plant rest for about 1 day. I will use the remaining baking soda solution to disinfect the growing medium before planting orchids. Here, I use pine bark, a very popular growing medium thanks to its good ventilation and moisture retention. I pour all the remaining baking soda solution into the pine bark, so that the entire growing medium is immersed in the solution. Soaking for about 1 day is enough to completely remove mold, bacteria, and insect eggs that are still stuck on the surface. After 1 day of rest, the cuts on the orchid have dried and stabilized. Now the plant is ready to be replanted. I will prepare a pot with many drainage holes at the bottom to help the roots always be airy, limiting waterlogging and root rot later. Next, I use a small iron rod, slightly bent as shown in the video. I fix one end to the pot wall. The other end is placed lightly on the stem or leaf of the orchid, to help keep the plant standing firmly in the substrate without tilting or shaking in the early stages when the roots are not firmly attached. In addition to English subtitles, you can also enable automatic translation into your language to make it easier to understand the content. To display subtitles in the language you want, open the video, then click the gear icon, select Subtitles Automatic Translation, and then select your preferred language. And after 1 day of soaking, the pine bark has been completely sterilized. Now we can lift it out for use. Next, we will start to put the pine bark substrate into the pot. When putting it in, you should brush each layer of pine bark evenly around the roots and around the pot wall. While doing so, gently adjust your hand so that the orchid roots are neatly placed and evenly surrounded. Be careful not to compress the substrate too tightly, because the orchid roots need a lot of space to breathe and develop. The substrate is arranged evenly and airy, which will help the new roots grow faster, stronger, and stick more firmly to the pot. Finally, I will cover the surface of the substrate with a thin layer of moss. This layer of moss has the effect of slightly moisturizing the top roots, while helping to maintain stable humidity in the pot, but still ensuring the necessary ventilation for the orchid roots. With this layer of moss, the orchid will have an ideal environment to recover and develop healthy young roots. After planting, I will water the roots and substrate with a natural nutrient solution made from rice and banana peels. This solution will provide a gentle but essential source of nutrients. helping the plant to recover its vitality and stimulating the young roots to grow strongly in the early stages after replanting. During this time, we place the orchid pot in a well-ventilated place with gentle light and avoid strong winds or harsh sunlight. I will use the remaining rice and banana peel nutrient solution to care for other orchid pots in the garden. I use a soft, clean cotton pad, soak it in the solution, and gently wipe it on both sides of the orchid leaves. This step seems simple but brings many benefits to the plant. First of all, it helps clean the dirt and residue on the leaves, making the stomatum more airy, making it easier for the plant to breathe and photosynthesize more effectively. In addition, the vitamins, enzymes, and natural minerals in the rice and banana peel solution will penetrate directly through the leaf surface, providing gentle, safe nutrients to help the leaves become greener, thicker, and shinier. When wiping evenly and gently, we also stimulate natural circulation in the leaf tissue, helping the plant absorb light better and increasing its resistance to pests and diseases. Another way to use this nutrient solution is to water it directly on the roots and growing medium of the orchid. When we water evenly around the base, the nutrients from the rice and banana peel will gradually penetrate the growing medium, helping the roots absorb minerals, vitamins, and enzymes naturally and gently. After 1 month of care, you can see the results are really encouraging. The orchid has grown a new, healthy, and smooth shoot. The roots are white and plump, stretching. The leaves that were previously withered and wrinkled are now shiny, sturdy, and full of life. From an almost exhausted orchid, it has now revived strongly. That is a worthy reward for the patience and love we have for the plant. In particular, the plant has grown many new roots. Those roots are naturally pearly white, large and healthy. The tips of the roots are lush green, a sign that the plant is actively growing and absorbing nutrients very well. Looking at the long young roots, we can clearly see the strong vitality and excellent resilience of the orchid. At this stage, when the plant has started to grow new roots and shoots, I continue to prepare a natural nutrient solution from rice and banana peels, with the same formula as in the previous video to care for and nourish the orchid. This solution helps to add more energy, minerals, and natural vitamins, supporting the development of roots and shoots, while helping the leaves to stay shiny, green, and thicker. You should apply this natural nutrient formula from rice and banana peels to care for orchids every 2 weeks. There are 3 most effective ways to use it. That is, wiping the leaves, spraying the leaves, or watering directly on the roots and substrate. These 3 ways will help the plant absorb nutrients comprehensively, both through the leaves and the roots, thereby increasing resistance, stimulating young roots, and helping the plant grow healthier and more stable. On normal days, we only need to spray a light mist with clean water every 2 days to keep the leaves and substrate moist, helping the plant stay fresh and airy. The most ideal time to care for orchids is early morning or late afternoon. When the temperature is cool, the light is soft. That is when the plant absorbs water and nutrients best, while minimizing the risk of heat shock or leaf rot. And this is the result after 2 months of care. You see, the small sprout that had just sprouted has now become a new orchid, with small, green, and vibrant leaves. Looking closely, we can feel the strong energy spreading from the stem to the leaves. That is the result of the patience, love, and proper care that we have given to the plant. Not only are the young shoots growing strongly, the young roots that are growing are also gradually turning green, getting stronger day by day and stretching out into the substrate. That is the sign that the orchid has truly recovered and begun to absorb nutrients naturally and steadily. Each young root, each new leaf is a testament to the patience and love we have for the plant. When you care for it with all your heart, the orchid will repay you with its strong vitality and purest beauty. Continue to persevere and care for your orchid every day, because every moment the plant revives is a joy and the best reward for the grower. Thank you for watching today's video. If you find it useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel to discover more natural orchid care tips. See you in the next video, where we will help the orchid grow stronger roots and be ready for the new flowering season.